Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it goes cross-field.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come from it.
That has been knocked clear. Zanetti gets rid without sophistication. Nedved producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Just eases him off the ball. And they can counter here. Beckenbauer gets across and deals with it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Nedved. And he's really put himself on the line here.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vieira. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Seedorf. And here's Suarez. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Eto'o! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vieira! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Indonesia have their second corner now. Cleared away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Indonesia have their third corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Pull it. Rummenigge. And the finish! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Zanetti. It's Rui Costa. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Nedved did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he was quick to react. Lampard, under an awful lot of pressure. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for options for movement. Suarez looking to run onto it. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Messi. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. Lamp and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Indonesia just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played it early. Keeper's ball. Lampard. That's good vision. Good read, needed to be. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Eto'o. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's really well cleared. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Rummenigge. Chance here to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. And we've reached half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Nedved. And it's Seedorf. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Luis Suarez. And he's heaved it away. Lampard. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Rummenigge. Pull it. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's Nedved. Decent hit! And that was very necessary. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Interesting ball. Lampard. And here's Rui Costa. And that has been clubbed away. Vieira. Pullet is herring after that one. Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Rui Costa. And the pass is intercepted. Nesta promptly onto that. And that is that. It's Rui Costa. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Messi, Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lampard. Messi. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Seedorf has a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And still, we await the first breakthrough. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gets his pass away, and he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Messi.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the
So
field.
we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Dennis Law.
Van
Substitution in
Basten.
progress.
He's had a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Eto. Nesta gets a foot in here.
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Van Basten. That's a shade optimistic. Cleared without complication. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Danger averted for now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in
Coming
play.
on the field
Well, for me,
is
this was the obvious
number
substitution. He'd
15.
become just a little jaded, and
Iniesta.
as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
Hits one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, important interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Played back in. And the counter is on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Beckenbauer. Law. He's found a way through. Law! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
The goal scorer, number 7, Dennis.
And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Eto'o claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little
With the
room for
owner of a
argument.
blue car parked outside the stadium
Your
gate,
reflections
kindly
then, Jim.
remove it, as it is
Indonesia
about to
can
be
always
towed
take
away.
more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. Pass is short and sharp. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eto. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cruyff. Cruyff! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity...
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Indonesia have their second corner now. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard. A searching ball that into space. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Maldini makes the interception. And it's played forward. Great position here. There's no flag. Gerrard, there's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge carries the ball down the right. And here's Hullet. He's gone for goal! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible.
Hullet! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lampard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. quick to snatch it back. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Gerrard. Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. And the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Gerrard, looking for the runner, brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos. And he's hit it long, but astray. Lobbed in behind. Can he put it away? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Arsenal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Yeah. Indonesia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Aims beyond the defence. And Messi! Chiellini cuts out the pass. And here's Suarez. Cruyff. Vieira. Ernest. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, super fine. Eto! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Eto really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Rummenigge. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. That is a brilliant interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vieira. Lampard. Rummenigge. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Ernest. Nicely weighted ball. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Vieira. Messi. No way through there. Gilberto Silva kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gerrard, who's set up one goal so far. No luck with that dink over the top. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Pullet. Now it's Lampard. Gerrard. Oh, that's a key interception. Pernis. No, that's been intercepted. And he was quick to react.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Gerrard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's an excellent interception. And they can counter here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Vieira. And Hullet! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Indonesia really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. He's played him through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Great hit! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Now it's Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Indonesia have a free kick. The pass has gone astray. Now it's Cruyff. Suarez looking to run onto it. And it's Sakai. Done delicately. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. And it's lofted through here. Chiellini spots it and intercepts.
Indonesia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's a nicely measured pass. It's a great ball. And he's managed to get rid. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Two added minutes
has bounced loose now. Dinks one through. That's good vision. He's having a go! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. A real chance that we can get through. Nicely weighted ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
And Messi! And again! Well, now it's in he goes again. Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Could be danger here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goalkeeper's ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, and he's through the middle. That has been cut short. Davids. Passing nice and neat. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mbappe. David Villa. And the shot! Lampard. Ernest. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Eto.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Chance for the header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Decent hit! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Eto. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pull it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just hits one! It's in! And this is getting better and better. How very smart. He just got it right.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, great hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Eto. Little pass back. That's good. He's had a shot! Mbappe. And it's Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, super find. He's free. He has got space. Lampard. Oh, what a mistake! And he's quick to get it clear again. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make it.
Shot a goal! Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Van de Ven. Neymar. Davids. Pull it. Ernest. Driving forward. Ernest! That is decidedly lacking.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Neymar, who set up one goal so far. Good-looking ball.
Has been indicated.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. In with a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
The action is back on the way.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ernest. That looks a cracking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ernest. It's Hullet. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gently done. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Eto being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game.
He's got tall. Lampard. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Has a look and plays it forward. Van de Ven. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The attendance for this match was
searching ball that into space.
71,550.
Neatly clipped into space. He is through here. Now, can he find a finish? Shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, what has happened here? Out of play for a goal kick. Van de Ven. And it's Vieira. He's in plenty of space here. Messi. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Hullet. Great ball if he can get there. David Villa! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
That was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
A case now of complete control. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vieira, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Rummenigge. Bullet ploughing through the middle.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Roberto Carlos. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Looks to go up and over. That's good vision. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! It's there!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The goal scorer after 85 minutes is
Indonesia
number
choosing
20.
to make the first change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Looking for the run. Hullet. Vieira. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Nesta makes the interception. Neymar is onto it in a flash.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
2 added minutes has
Eto.
been indicated.
Vieira. Ernest. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better...
Oh iya mas, salam. Keren mainnya mas. Kapan-kapan mabar lagi mas. Aduh, ini lagi belajar saya. Terima kasih mas. Asli mana mas? Salam kenal, saya dari Batam ini. Wong tua teko Batam. Oh Kudus. Salam buat orang-orang Kudus. Aslinya Kebumen aku mas. Wow, Aku kelahiran 76 mas. Sampai kelahiran piro? Wow, ya isi umuran aku. Aku wis ompong kabeh untukku mas. Tapi yo isi seneng main gini. Cuman yo main PS tok apa? Game football kita. Liyane ora.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour.
Tolong di support mas channel anakku iki. Channel sing sijine ono juga aku. Iya mas, memang ngisi waktu luang bener. Aku kadang karo kerja isi dolanan juga karena mesinnya kan otomatis laku dewe jadi bisa ditinggal. Terima kasih, terima kasih. Ya wong nganggo standar player iso main aku mas. Isane nganggo pemain-pemain sing ngene. Pemain-pemainnya ini pun isi kalang kabut. Oh skilliku karena iki mas nganggo smart assist jadi enak orang mikir. Nek sing manual ora secepat iki. Karena nganggo smart assist kuwi drijine wis tuwa, wis lemes, wis ora refleksnya kurang. Kadang driji karo utek ki ora sinkron. Ambil smart assist. Makanya skill-skillnya bisa cepet metu nih karena sak tombol tok kan, orang gorong tombol. Wow, salah umpan terus lah. Ya aku karena tak kulinakno ae sih ki. Luwih enak menurutku sih. Merjane iya driji wis ora iso iki. Apa? Refleksnya iki wis ora ono. Jadi ya di rewangi smart assist saya nggo seneng-seneng tok.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Eto.
Pelanggaran. Oh iya mas, terima kasih sudah mampir nang channel ini. Kapan-kapan mabar kita mas.
Mateus, Gerard, and it's Thuram. To Thuram, Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's got away. Lampard. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And they
Amin.
got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia go into the lead. Gerrard. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Eto. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Mateus gets a foot in here. David Villa. Roberto Carlos. Gerrard. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. And that was very necessary. And they're quick to get it back. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tries a shot! And now they can clear their lines. David Villa. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Hullet. Now it's Lampard. Oh, good ball. Shots on here.
Set.
That's a fine challenge.
Ah,
Well, what's he giving here?
ulti
He's
dong.
got a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Check in the context of
Rokok
the game.
sih.
He must save it. Oh, it's hit the post. Ernest. David Villa. Hullet.
2 added minutes has
Passing
been
is crisp
indicated.
and sharp.
Belum sini.
Finds himself offside. Rijkaard. That's Touré. Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Indonesia come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2 goals to 1.
5 back. Oi. That's crossing. Villa. It's corner.
And the action is back on the way. Ernest. David Villa. Yeah, he's in there.
Pusing gratel. Oh. Segini
Great chance here to level it up.
gratel.
Certainly capitalising well within shooting range.
Mana nih? Gimana ini?
David Villa!
Aish, kurang cepet kali sih
Special goal.
Buffon nih.
Finish off.
Padahal udah digerakin loh.
Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
I could watch this about strength of character, wonderful.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard.
Holiness.
Concept and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground.
Boy.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Indonesia have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Great hit!
Ini scorer juga dia.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he
Siapa
tried one of his
Oh,
specials.
Hones ya. Hones.
Lampard on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now.
Ay, shock siyang.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Indonesia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
71,898.
And here's Hullet. Gerrard. Rummenigge. Mateus. David Villa. Always onto this. Roberto Carlos.
It's crossing.
Well, he got because he was under pressure.
Hullet producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Hullet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Eto'o. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Vieira.
Aduh, lambe.
Gerrard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cafu. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eto'o. Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done. Good spot, he's seen the run. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rummenigge.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And the shot! It's in! Into the lead once more.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
8 minutes is number 20.
Still.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Oh, this still.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution on the field. Number 13. Hullet. Coming on the field is number 14. Platini.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Indonesia get themselves into the lead
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Mau heading.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. Oh, they could break here.
Ai, beloknya ke situ.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Gerrard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
87.
Manchester United
Yo, yo,
in the
yo.
corner.
Bertahan, bertahan.
Hardly any time left on the clock.
Substitution on the field.
Desperate defending required here.
Gilberto Silva. Coming on to replace him is number 17.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Now it's Eto'o. Gerrard.
4 added
They're
minutes has
avoiding
been
the
indicated.
blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Cek yang ini bagus sih daripada cek si goblok.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had
Pikir sih
beaten the
apik juga.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception.
Oke. Kemringet juga. Aduh, rokoknya mati orang.
Indonesia have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Tim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about...
Hei, naik turun, naik turun. $990. Niki. Salam Niki. Gigi Mas Gigi. Nang hoki aku. Aku pakai 5 back bisa, cuman nyerangnya yang mati. Susah. Aku nyerang nggak bagus, bertahan juga nggak bagus. Jadi ya harus seimbang. 5 back tapi aku nggak bisa nyerang. Susah. Agak lebih safe kalau 5 back tuh, berasa lebih aman lah, meskipun nanti juga kegulan juga, cuman lebih pede daripada 4 back. Cuman ya itu kelemahannya, aku jadi nggak bisa nyerang. Wow, mirip-mirip formasi ini. Oke,
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without
and
a doubt,
welcome
it is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chips it through. Just off target.
Super cancelnya enggak
As far as they're going to go.
pas pula.
Rummenigge. That'll do under the circumstances. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a promising move.
Apa itu?
And here's Drogba. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Can he finish?
Aduh, kok kayak gitu?
Communication breakdown there, it seems. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Air apa?
Interception. Rummenigge.
Sip.
Oh, he's onto this. Now can he find a... Can he get away? They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Lazio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has been cut short. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
Nggak jadi nendang dia.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi!
Antisipasi.
And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new
Cancel.
complexion to the
Nggak
game.
mau.
I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rummenigge. Now it's Lampard. Well seen. Saw that coming. Drogba. Expertly cut out. Really
Ada
nicely
tuh
done.
orang.
They've got
Untung
a healthy
ada tuh
number
orang.
of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
A sudden chance to counter. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Ay,
Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood
untung.
to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Rummenigge. Half an hour played now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's
Hehehe, cancel nggak mau.
throw it. And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Toma. No, that's been intercepted. Now that's well
Saya
seen
super
too.
cancel. Ay.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He can get that clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rummenigge, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for
Sip.
him.
Nicely worked. It's
Okay. Sorry.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Indonesia go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Wow.
Heaved it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Smartly reclaimed. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he can clear it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field.
Masuk 2
Three
gol.
goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of
Kepala
play.
penguasaan.
Half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Indonesia have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break.
Untung nge-back nyocor.
Back almost at once. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Eto. He's through here. That's good play. Well, the movement is slick. He's calling out. It's a free kick. Well, that's a
Aduh,
good kick.
pelan-pelan. Kenapa lo?
Looking to add to his goal. He's going to be disappointed with that. Short changes him with that pass.
Kok situ?
Cuts out the supply.
Oke. Sana pula dia.
Toma.
Oh, nggak jauh.
For this match was 71,898.
Up towards the front line. That is good alertness. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mitoma. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Drogba. Done delicately. That's beautifully weighted. Drogba looks to get on the end of this. Messi, good driving run. Oh, well played.
Well, this is exactly the...
And it's been given away. Lampard. Think through. Well, it looked
Kurang, kipernya ngambil tangan.
it came to nothing. That's well spotted. Half an hour gone in the second half.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed.
Nyepit.
Toma. Drogba. Great ball if he can get there. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. And he's there to clear it.
Menit 80 lama kali ay.
Rummenigge. Well, they could break here. Hernes. That is good strength. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Mateus. Toma.
Dapat.
And Araujo.
Eh.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Kat. Ganti dulu.
Substitution on the field. Number 13. Gullit. Number 11. Pass. Coming on the field. Number 14. Platini.
Press.
Number 21. Vinicius Junior.
Offside.
Offside. Oke.
Lazio need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Nyumut rokok maneh. Rokok semengi rong bungkus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages.
Oke.
And we're done. Indonesia have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference.
Ini buang-buang waktu. Kayak menyegel kemenangan. Hai. Terima kasih Mas GPS Hit. Kiki Mas Kiki. Semalam aku ketemu sama Maya GK. Maya GK beneran atau Maya GK bohongan? Mana ya? Oh, ini. Oh, ini udah ganti ini. lebih dari 10. Masih ada enggak ya? Masih ada apa enggak? Cul. Terus. Oh, enggak ada lagi. Maya Gika. Menang 4-1 atau gimana kemarin ya? Pokoknya menang. Tapi nggak tahu entah Maya Gika beneran apa enggak. Kayaknya bukan. Tapi dia di ranking 200-an udah divisi 1. Pas lagi kebetulan menang aja mungkin. Lanjutkan. Jordan Taksim. Oh, tadi ketemu ini pakai akun yang satu. Kayaknya sih aku yang menang. Tapi Pak Jordan Taksim. Pernah ketemu ini. Oh iya bener, figurnya di atas. Nah, ingat aku. Iya betul ketemu tadi. Menang tipis, menang keuntungan. Pak Alan apa ya? Pak Alan pakai. Takut kira mau heading padahal main bawah, nggak bisa main heading, pantulan aja.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. As you can see, we've already started here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tabak ke sana.
Gently done.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Spread it left.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have...
Okay.
He scored! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we just seen. They have a habit of making their presence
Kalian
felt.
belum punya
Here we
double
are.
touch,
Early
aduh.
stages, he struck once.
Susah kali nyari double touch.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ernest. And it's Fullet.
Haaland.
Haaland.
Shoot. Nah, itu Haaland.
Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Shifted upfield. Indonesia have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Figo. Ernest. Lampard.
Situ ke
Rummenigge. Mateus. Fernando Torres.
Pais.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yeah. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Figo. Pull it. Ernest.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that's well seen too. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, pelanggaran apa? Oh, bunuh diri.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly
Sotora, Pak.
It's just the way it is.
Perasaan aku sih nyundul. Kayaknya kalah sundul tadi kok.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Lampard, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge, it's a canny finish!
Okay, out.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Keeper. Aduh.
Deals with that comfortably. Oh, they can break here. No, that was never going to make it. Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gets into some space. Nice control. Oh, facing up to his adversary.
Yep.
This is a formidable matchup. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge tries making a foray down the right. Rummenigge. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rummenigge. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. That's going to go a long way. Mateus. Great defending, strong and determined. That's good vision. Now it's Haaland.
Kampret.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but
Has a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's heaved it away.
Oh. Hey.
Thuram the interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides. Neither in
One shot, one goal.
could still happen in this
Bunuh
game.
diri gua harusnya nggak ada shot.
Okay, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Indonesia into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back underway. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Rummenigge is flagged offside.
Opsi deh. Offset apa pelanggaran tadi?
And it's Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lampard.
Aduh, kondangan.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Costa Curta with the clearance. Rummenigge.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Rummenigge, foot in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Chips it through. That has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Johor Darul Tazim are looking to
Sit.
play on the counter.
Well, I think
Aduh.
it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least.
Motiar, kulit komuno ngeri alam.
A two-goal
Orang sengaja asal ngotak gue itu.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Ditonton karo wonge.
and now he
Kaget
has
juga
two.
deh, karena nyangka juga. Ah, sama mas, aku juga nggak nyangka itu gol. Ngeri.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Hullet.
Iya.
Oh, no joy this time. Nesta cuts it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Danger averted for now.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold on playing quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very
Tapi nggak
annoyed.
ada.
And here's Torres. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Mau dibantu AI.
He wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ernest. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That's beautifully weighted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Cocoknya
No, that's
What?
been intercepted.
orang tua yang
Fernando Torres.
tangannya udah
Ernest. Driving forward. Oh, super find. Haaland!
mau ngulangin lagi.
Denied
Di
brilliantly.
cancel
Really
itu.
anticipated that well, didn't he?
Dan
Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge might just make this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hullet. Figo. Corner.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. Looking to go forward now. Can he spark a counter here? Rummenigge. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Figo. Well, played right into his path. And he's
Carlos.
Gilberto Silva has got himself a free kick.
Carlos yang larinya kenceng.
That's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Pullet. Coming on the field is number 18, Rivaldo.
Going to be disappointed with that.
Substitution.
Platini. Indonesia have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Can he put it
Okay.
away? And it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot.
Iki mas, nggak apa-apa, nggak usah
Picture in his
keluar.
head, Peter. He didn't even look at.
Oke, terima kasih, terima kasih. Ya tadi udah ketemu ini. Ya pun satu lagi. Squidman. Halo Squidman. Jangan keras-keras ya. Cepat. Sampai jepung dia. Kena paro. Wow. Mbappe. Paro tuluran. Ini apa nih? Quick counter, long tour counter ya. Oh, Fonseca. Oke.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And he'll shoot it. Oh, bang on target.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, lalu.
Messi has got himself a free kick.
Ambil skor lah ya.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. That was tragic. Pull it.
Konangan.
Mbappe. That is a little undercooked. Eto and the
Oke. One two. Nah, one two.
And that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Mbappe very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lampard does really well to win the ball there. Ernest threads one in. Lampard. Oh, facing
mau ngeklik nggak bisa.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a who was ever so determined. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ernest. And it's Messi. And here's him. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Super
Gets over and intercepts. Carlos wins the duel this time.
Well, I wouldn't advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left.
Terrific header.
Kirain mau ngeklik malah crossing dia.
That looks a decent ball.
Aduh. Jauh.
Well, that's well spotted. Pull it. Messi. Japan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but
Set.
it does demand an awful lot of
Opside.
and of course the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And it's Eto. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto! He was there to get a-
Hampir.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a
Kayaknya
high
harus
advantage, and it's time for
ganti
them to use it.
kiper aku. Keren kiper.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. Japan are looking to go forward now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's only too happy to take that back. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Harusnya lagi, kenapa langsung terupas?
Lampard. And it's Eto. Pull it. And
Ambisius.
oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to
Oh,
believe he was
nyerang lah.
going in.
Baik.
Resolute defending there.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ernest. Eto. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, he
Baru deh.
scores! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Ayo, aduh, nggak
Really
sadar ya.
tightly gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
very
ini
good
kiper.
Such great individual talent on show. It could go either way.
Lampard. Kante cuts out the pass.
Shoot.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well
Tambah
done.
lagi apa kekuatan tendangannya.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Tiang jauh dari belakang. Apa ini dari belakang?
Has a goal!
Aish.
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, I think we're all recovering from those last frantic moments which so nearly changed the whole outcome.
Rokok tinggal 2 batang.
Reached the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either
Bang
side,
rokok
it's
pelaris sih.
and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Tries a shot!
Tutup baik.
He's really put himself
Kadang
on the line
ditutup
here.
orang gelem.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach.
Oke,
Maybe
jadi.
switching things up.
Ya Allah. Oliver kan ora tertunggu nang aku.
Yeah, he was
Tendang
well
jarak
placed to
jauh.
deal with that.
Gol-gol terus ya ngono piye.
Indonesia have their third corner.
Iki nih.
And that should get the job done. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type of
Great hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rummenigge. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Messi. Pull it. Big header!
Harusnya ke atas tadi.
Not quite good enough.
okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Pull it. Oh, that's an
Aduh,
advantage.
mati nih kancah ya gue.
Looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's played him through. Pullet might just make this. Nice defending, physical and effective. Oh, easy pickings there.
Di situ ada orang kok.
Here's Eto. Pullet.
The attendance to this match was 71,600.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Eto. Rijkaard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, set.
Caught offside that time. And he's straight offside.
Juga dia. Sawah. Juga lawan itu.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Eto. Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oke. Super kacau ya.
Pass out, well played. Kaká. Back into the middle. And And here's Mbappe. Ernest. Pull it. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Keeper's got good distance on that. Aimed beyond the defence.
Aish.
Just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Lampard.
Indonesia merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's cause for mild irritation.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Cetak. Enggak offset sih.
Space out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Eto, great shot! Oh, that is
Maksa. Kontrol, beli kontrol itu. Kontrol dodo, kulit langsung. Striker kontak. Strikerku habis.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Japan have reclaimed it. And it's Messi!
Untung, Buffon.
That was
No, long.
superb goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one.
Substitution for Japan. Number 9. Ito.
Apa sih? Horror.
Roberto Carlos is there to clear. Shifted upfield. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, that was vital.
There will be 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's picked out the run.
Sekali lagi. Pancet.
And he was quick to react.
Pancet.
Oh, what has happened?
Mencolot ke kolor ya.
And that may just do it.
Mencolot kolor, kampret.
He
Ih.
understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Kali serang lagi Rasid.
Well, this was a game they could so
Aduh.
easily have won on another day.
Kolor.
Wasn't to be, and they
Si
go down.
kolor.
Your reflections then,
Ada
Jim.
kolor nih.
Lost their way after falling.
Turun lagi 600 lagi. Naik turun lah. Kiki Mas Goodman, terima kasih pelajarannya nih. Aduh. Siapa yang bisa main? Aku punya collar tapi nggak pernah pakai. Cari striker yang bisa lari. Striker yang bisa lari. Ini enggak. Harikin nggak pernah kumainin. Cuma berapa 12 kali main dia. Nggak bisa lari. Pasti lumayan juga dia. Oke, coba Van Basten masukin. Trogar nggak pernah main juga. Ini kadang mainin. Itu pemburu peluang. Ini pun pemburu peluang. Strikernya malah kayak nggak bisa lari. Nih. Serius, udah ada serius. Oke, udah bebas jauh, udah bebas dekat. Sekitar bola mati. Oke lah, lanjut. Good morning. Bar, 4 bar, 5 bar, 4 bar, naik turun. Napas bau jengkol. What jenenge sih. Inter Milan. Dulu klub favorit Inter Milan juga. Waktu ada Ibrahimovic. Kalau untuk main PES-nya tapi Ibrahimovic, Adriano, wis. Momen big time. Lama itu. Liverpool Messi. Era Destroyer. Gini aja dulu.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Into the middle. That's played into space. Forwards and with intent. And it's hoisted clear. Shifted it to the flank. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he was quick to react. Always onto this. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Well,
Harusnya umpan.
being exploited and they need filling and fast. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
We've not seen too many players better than Gilberto Silva at what he does, Peter.
A terrific shield for the defence, isn't he? He just seems to always be there without especially being noticed.
Yeah, that's very true. One of the most understated players in the side due to his harrying and winning the ball back. Jobs not always a
There's the hit!
Oh, por situ.
His commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Real chance! And they've got rid. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Cleared without complication. Chip through. Rummenigge looking to get on the end of this. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers a
Berhenti.
positive look.
clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
That's really well manoeuvred. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. And he welcomes it in. Owen has it in a wide position. Neymar. And through to the goalkeeper. Could move up a gear here. Rummenigge. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Works it forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Owen. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, and he's through the middle. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And it's Lampard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. And here's Eto. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's heaved it away. Looks for the finish.
Pur.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tolong.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Ah, Buffon. Keren.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Bellingham. Has a go! Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. Oh, look at the space here.
Iya. Marcus Kurta kalah.
Slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. Bellingham. Hits one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
tunggu.
Deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Vieira. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Oke.
That's a nicely measured pass. Great ball and chance!
Cukup malah tak flashing.
Under pressure.
But it's Thuram. And he's there to clear it. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he can clear it away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Lumayan.
Half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal.
Dapat peluang, dapat peluang.
So nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we are back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the...
Just serat tanganmu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, Stamford.
Ngawur memikir lah. Terarah striker tendangannya ke gue.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Bellingham. Lampard wins the duel this time. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Nkunku. Passing nice and neat.
Waktu.
Creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dan untung dilanggar.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He really is being given no time to
Aduh.
control the ball now.
Yeah, they've got to be careful, Peter, that
Jauh
they don't
kali.
allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Cuk, bocah. Kiper deh.
Neymar goes on a run down the left wing.
Cek
You
sini.
might think he got off lightly.
Iki
It's just
apik.
a verbal warning.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Neymar. Gilberto Silva cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. Chance here to counter. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Eto'o is firing after that one. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Lampard.
Aduh.
Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Kampret.
Driving through the middle. Goes down, but nothing given. Gilberto Silva gets over and intercepts. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neymar. Adams.
Inter showing a good level of intensity at this
Dude.
stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And the counter is on. Rummenigge. And here's Hullet.
That pressing is so good. It's nice and early.
And that's been won straight back.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Cok. Biar lagi.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though.
Ya.
Got to be it. That has got to be it. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Hullet. Number 11. Palace. Number 19. Frank Lampard. Field. Number 14. Platini. Number 21. Vinicius Junior. Number 10. Sado.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Inter Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And here's Griezmann. Can he latch on to this? No, that's been
There
intercepted.
will be 1 minute added time.
Taken back almost at once.
Habis pula lah.
That is it. The referee has seen enough. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides...
Berat. 28 poin. Sudah. Listrik 2 loh. Listrik 2. TikTok. Awu. Trio. Mahal ini kayaknya free to play tim nih. Oh. Lanjut.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it,
Hello,
but
everybody,
it is
and
equally
welcome to
clear
today's
and
match.
very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's a sweet ball that. Floated through. Cruyff. Messi. Brilliantly cut out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. For Xavi Alonso. Upamecano.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's really well manoeuvred.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, super find. Rummenigge. He's onside. And what? That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a
Renzo,
guarantee
yeah.
because he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Eto'o.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Pull it. And it's Lampard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pull it. Great ball, and he's in. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Eto'o. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Cruyff. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! Thuram gets rid without sophistication.
Udah ketahuan loh. Gati.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play. And
udah.
Wonderful goal.
Mainkan psikologi dia. Start.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Beckenbauer. Oh, red. Nice interception. That has not gone well. That'll be a throw. Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Passes short and sharp.
Iya. Nah.
Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And he's there to belt it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ernest. Cafu. Now it's Cruyff. Done delicately. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Backward it goes. Some really good ball movement. Can he get away here? And that has been clubbed away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out towards the right wing. Beckenbauer. Lampard. Ernest. Now it's Eto'o. Lampard. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sick, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game this, and at half-time, it's 1-1. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pull it. And it's Vieira. And here's Eto'o. Rummenigge. He's got the shot away! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Eto'o is onto it in a flash. Ernest. Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Lampard. Oh, that was vital.
Anjay itu
Well, he certainly wasn't in the
itu.
mood to take any risks.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Hullet. Lampard. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Meruyuk.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well cut out, no margin there at all. Kashima Antlers are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Xavi Alonso shifted upfield. Ernest. Always onto this. Big chance!
Dia.
No mistake! And they're back in front!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Eto'o.
Shit. Bisa langsung nendang lu.
And here's Eto'o. Eto'o. That is a brilliant interception. Thuram gets it away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help.
There's the hit! disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior. That looks a good ball through. Ernest. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he was quick to react. That is lovely. Eto. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Eto!
Shit, cool.
They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Cool. Check.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal
Đây là
could well be the winner. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
back heel pula.
Chance missed. Driven forward. And no, that was never going to make it. Aim forwards. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, delightful ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Thinks one through. That is good alertness. Headed upfield, it's just beyond his reach. Beckenbauer, Vinicius Junior, it's a good foot in there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Eto! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it!
Indonesia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Indonesia take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Yes, before.
Eto clearly thought he had the beat.
Keren. Udah gaji gue.
All hands on deck for this one. Cleared without hesitation.
Oke.
And the referee brings
Yang
it
main
to a close.
40 ini.
Indonesia trail proudly puff out their chests.
harusnya.
They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly.
Kemeringet aku mas. Ngeri super cancel, super cancel.
No surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter.
Kiki. Cicis. Oh, sangat lekor, tok. Lu deh, orang. Keren mas, keren. Masih orang ke udut ya. Aduh. Warrior. Kulit, guys, banyak kulit nih. Diamond. Taktik dia. $2.000. Trik supaya ketemu yang selevel kayaknya itu. Malah nyari top global buat latihan. Bantai lah, punya pengalaman yang ini rasanya main karo top global.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. Pirlo. Pretty, but it gets the job done. Now looking
Orang
to
muda.
counter. Right, Shevchenko. Great shot.
Balik badan dia.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he body checked Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he get it through? Pull it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Eto. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he was alert to it. Turan.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And claimed it back swiftly. That is a great pick out. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Costa Corta.
Nah.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nesta. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Eto. Turan works it forward. Shevchenko might just make this. Nesta. And they've switched it over to the other side. It's Seedorf. And here's Eto. Pull it.
Aduh, jangan.
It's there.
Shevchenko.
2 up now, and they are cruising.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rummenigge. Now it's Eto.
Hmm.
And
That-
the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Some resolute defending there. Costa Corta. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's in on goal. Real chance.
Vista.
They are rapid.
Juara aktif.
Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Shifted upfield. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, important interception. Lampard. 5 minutes till the break. Eto. Played in by Eto. Lampard. Ernest. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's onside. He's got a...
Shit.
That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Indonesia were again presented with an opportunity to break and
Aduh.
looked very, very threatening.
Ayo Bruno lah. Mudah-mudahan sana. Internetnya sana mudah-mudahan. Jangan punyaku. Jangan punyaku. Kamu menang. Kamu menang, ayo. Alhamdulillah. Beruntung. Aduh. Wes, Kak, tuh serasa mikir maning ini mau. Siji mas, aduh, ngeri mana. Kong Mister Kong. Hai, divisi 2 loh padahal. Ngeri mainnya. Selamat. Si kemeringet. Serba salah yang bertahan ora bisa, nyerang ora bisa, malah ketambah terus. Untung terselamatkan koneksi. Beruntung. Ayo dimanfaatkan. Mudah-mudahan jangan kalah ini. Terselamatkan koneksi, sekarang kalah. Tinggal 89 poin lagi. Divisi 1. Udah mulai ini. Mulai sepi. Oke lah. Udah. Tanda-tanda mau kalah terus ini kayaknya. Kalau bisa cukupkan sekian dulu live streamingnya, kita lanjut di lain waktu. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton, jangan lupa like, comment, and subscribe Masku. Terima kasih.